Hey Internet, it's RJ. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning into the show today. Now, today's episode, we have $200 up for grabs, compliments of our old friends at Bank of America and their customized cash card. That would be the red one of my favorite cards. So, of course, we'll cover this offer, terms and conditions, requirements, eligibility, and the card itself. Everything you need to know to make Bank of America's money become your money. So, of course, if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead, press the subscribe button, and let's get to work. Now, as always, there will be a link down below. This one is a referral link. In the past, Bank of America has not done referrals on credit cards, but they did send me one, so that's why we're talking about it. You know I can't say no to a good referral program. However, this is the same exact offer as the public offer, so for whatever reason you prefer that, you can certainly go to their homepage and do it, but of course, we do appreciate it. This is one of my most used cards, so we'll talk about all that on the back end. But first, let's get to our offer page here and taking a look at the promo material. It's your standard credit card promo material with no happy people in sight. But you know what? I was plenty happy to get this email. One, because we need things to talk about. Again, number two, because I love a good referral program. So I'm happy enough, so just imagine my smiling face on here, if you will. We don't need to change slides here for the requirements because it's a credit card. They don't do happy people well, but they do requirements very well, much so more better than deposit accounts because it's right in front of us. $200 online cash reward offer, making after you make at least $1,000 in purchases in the first 90 days of opening your account, just like that. So basically, as you can see, spend $1,000 in 90 days and they'll give you $200. Couldn't be any easier than that. Typical credit card offer like we're used to seeing. So overall, not too bad. Again, as you said, there is a public link over on their site if you want. Again, this one is a referral. Can't guarantee that you'll get the referral because I've had the card for a while now, at least over a year, maybe two. They just now sent me one. But anyways, that's what you got. There's not really a ton of need to spend a lot of time on this. Let's jump to the eligibility section next. Then we'll talk about the card and some use cases for it. So here you have it. As you would have guessed, nationwide. Now, Bank of America does have some rules. This particular term sheet was a little bit lacking, in my opinion, but last I checked, you can have had received a bonus on this product in the past 24 months. Didn't see anything about having multiples of these online, so maybe you could. That could help me in the future. Their next rule is called 3 and 12 or 7 and 12. So this is basically their version of 524. So if you 3 and 12 is if you are not an existing customer already. I believe that's with like a checking, savings, something like that. I don't know if it counts for other credit cards or not. But 3 applications in the past 12 months, anything more than that is a denial. But if you are a customer, then it moves up to 7 and 12. And I have put that to the test. And it does work, and it is enforced too if you're over that. Now, the 2, 3, 4 rule is also kind of how they measure velocity. It's like 2 cards in 30 days, I think is what I've done, but then it's like 3 cards within a year, then 4 cards in like 24 months. I think it's something like that on how fast you can get approved for their cards. Those shouldn't really slow most people down. Bank of America is not a hot destination for cards. There is no annual fee here, as you'll see, and then you keep the card open for 1 year. So again, really, that's all you need to know. I don't think Bank of America rules are really going to hurt a lot of people. The reason I ran into them is because, as you know, I was preferred rewards, or if you watch the main show, and I'm platinum honors, and we'll talk about that on the back end of how the card works. So let's jump into the actual card itself and see what you're getting into. Here you have it. It is the customized cash card, not to be confused with the custom cash, which belongs to Citi. I just call this the red one. You're talking no annual fee. Your multipliers here are going to be 3 back in a category of your choice, up to $2,500 per quarter in combined purchases at 3x and that 2x category below. So what are your options? Well, gas and EV charging, online shopping, phone, internet, cable, and streaming, dining, travel, drugstores, and home improvement stores. Then you do get 2 back on grocery stores and wholesale clubs and 1 back on everything else. So overall, not too bad. One is at least a higher cap than you see on like the Discovers and the Chase cards of the world. Number 2, again, is I have this card. You can actually change your category selection once a month. So even when you're within the quarter, I primarily use mine for online purchases, and it does code the majority of things as online. Within the transaction, there's actually a field that says, was this an online purchase? The only thing they block is like utilities and insurance payments, things like that. But it covers the majority of things online. But anyhow, you can change it in the app or online, at least once a month. and it is instant. You'll get an email that says, hey, you just updated your choice, which is great. So you couldn't flip it back, but that does come in handy sometimes. I'm like, I don't know, I need to change it to home improvement or something. You can do that and then immediately make your purchase. That's something you don't really see on a lot of other cards. As you would have guessed, this is a cashback card. So for the bonus, I can't remember if they pay you out in a statement credit. I think they pay you out in a statement credit. That's how they did it with the business card. It doesn't go into like your cashback bucket. It goes to the statement credit. Now, if you've already paid the balance off in full, if you phone them up, they will send you a check for it. It's kind of like a refund check, basically. But as far as cashing this out or cashing out your cash back as you earn, you're looking at statement credits. You can transfer it to a Bank of America account, which I have, because you have to have a checking account to be in Preferred Rewards. And you can also phone them up and get a check, I believe. You can't send it out to another bank account, but the check is good enough if you wanted to do that. Now, this is one of my most used cards, but there's a caveat. Again, if you watch the main channel, then you know that I'm Platinum Honors with Bank of America, which makes this card become 5.25 for me. That's exactly why it's one of my most used cards. At 3-back, I mean, it really just depends on what your setup's looking like. I think it's a decent enough card to keep in your back pocket, but you would probably outgrow it at some point in time if you're trying to go through more 5X cards. But it's not a bad option by any means. But again, the differentiator for me is it's 5.25 versus 3. So, it's kind of whatever you want to do and whatever else you're working with. But overall, not a bad card. I can't promise you that you'll get a referral link. I haven't seen them send referrals. I have 2 other cards with them and haven't gotten referrals either, weirdly enough. But again, we love to plug a good referral. So really, there you go. That's what you need to know. So let's hit the summary slide here to bring us home. And here you have it. As we've said, the target is Bank of America. Your product, you're looking at the customized cash credit card. $200 payout. Of course, this being a credit card, it is nationwide. Your requirements, pretty simple. Just spend $1,000 in the first 90 days of account opening. There are no fees. It is a no annual fee card, which is nice. And keep it open for 1 year. It is a credit card. Again, I do think this is a keeper card for most people. But, just make sure you do it for 1 year. And just like that, there you go. $200 is yours. But of course, this one is not for you. Well, then check out ProfitableContent.com, which is the channel's blog. It's always linked down below for it, as well as on the channel homepage. We not only have news stories, we have plenty more bank promotions. We do have some from Bank of America. I think at the time of taping, they even have a $300 checking offer. So if you want to just double them up, they even might have a savings offer too. So go ahead and do so. And of course, we have credit card offers, including this one and the blue chips like Chase, American Express, Capital One, all those guys as well. So if you just want even more earnings or something else, we've got you covered over there. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for this one. So of course, if you liked it, drop me a thumbs up down below. If you found it particularly interesting, consider subscribing to the channel. So we're posting content just like this every single week on how to make the bank's money become your money. And of course, every single day over on ProfitableContent.com. As always, thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you very soon in the next one.